Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been to my website, please go to jonieswhitelightshealing.com. You could find me on Facebook. Please, if you wish to friend me, message me from back channel. I don't friend strangers, and like my Joanie's White Light Healing fan page. You could find me on LinkedIn, SoundCloud, and Twitter. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do and press the bell all icon. You'll receive notifications of every time I put up a video. Like, share, and please comment below if you've enjoyed the video, if you have any questions, and if you have any requests for future videos. I only bring in the highest of Christ-like consciousness, the ones who have achieved enlightenment. I bring in archangels and angels, ascended masters, departed ones and guides, elementals, star beings, and consciousnesses. I used to not believe in any of this. I was a licensed clinical social worker in New York City for 10 years. I worked with addicts and alcoholics as well as the mentally ill. Around 2003, 4, 5, I was gifted with healing and channeling abilities, and everything changed. I do this professionally. I offer Skype, phone, Facebook video, and FaceTime video sessions for folks who are not local to North Central New Jersey. If you're interested in a reading, a healing, contact me through my website. There are no timestamps on this video. This is December 24, 2020, better known as Christmas Eve. If you watch this past this date, Spirit knows who will be watching and when. If this resonates, fantastic. And if not, I suggest shelving it because you might have an aha moment later, another time, and it might all come together. Thinking if there's anything more to share with you. No, I think we've got it. So with that being said, this is a very high energy day on the calendar. And many people are preparing for Christmas Day, which is tomorrow. And there's a lot of love that I feel in the air. People have anticipation. They're waiting for more, better, cure, healing, announcements, positivity. It's like a threshold date in a way, the way that back in the days of yore, people were awaiting Jesus's birth. So this is a day of, there's like a heave up, an anticipation. And I think it's something to kind of shmush into. I think that if folks are meditators, they could put out the intention that they are easing into the collective's anticipation of the healing that is coming to this planet. I'm going to call this the Christmas Eve message from Joanie. I think it's just so ironic. Jewish by birth. I was a very religious Reform Jew, and I was the president of my youth group in high school, and I went to services on Friday nights, and I celebrated the major holidays, and I was in my synagogue's choir, and it goes on from there. So to have Jesus come through me when I channel, as well as Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and disciples and all, you know, many of the Holy Family come through. It really changed my vision. It assisted in my spiritual awakening. I'm not religious anymore. I'm of unity consciousness, where I believe that all is one. We're all connected as one love bug, as one love ball. And that I believe that those players, Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Joseph, the three wise men, and it just goes on, and Luke and John and Mark and Paul and Pontius Pilate and Judas. It just goes on from there, that they all played major roles in the assisting of awakening humanity. Now, did it work? I would say sure. I would say yes. The outcome is questionable, back then, people have their different views about what happened to Jesus, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to talk about today and how it's very similar to then, 2,000 years ago. People were stuck in the muck and mire of a lot of laws and rules, and I believe that that Holy Family story came through with Jesus in the spotlight to awaken people to kind of shift out of their comfort zone and question things and grow and recognize that love is the answer, that love is really the bottom line. It confused many souls who didn't understand the message, didn't understand why one would go outside of the rules box and still feel joy. So Jesus was a risk taker for sure. If we fast forward, we have many of us who are who have questioned, who continue to question, and might be questioning their truth, and that they're talking about it and are being met with a lot of scorn and backlash. So this is definitely a time of heightened awareness, awakening, shifting, growing, and that there seems to be a parallel. I think that for many people, they have met that awareness. They have come into that state of, there's a parallel here, folks. And I feel like I'm being scorned, and it's not okay for me to express my truth, and even a truth that diverts from the collectives, the majorities. I'm not conforming. Either I never conformed, or now I'm shifting and now I'm not conforming. Whatever the case, many people are finding that they are paralleling a lot of what Jesus and his followers went through when they were breaking out of a rule book that wasn't sustaining them. What do we do with this parallel? Well, every person has their own take of what they do with it. Some people smile, other people cry. The aha moment of realizing that you are paralleling a major, major story, that's pretty neat. I would pat yourself on the back for being where you are today, for being your sovereign self, being your authority, for questioning the larger narrative and coming up with your story. Now, if it fits with the current narrative, that's fantastic. Everyone is following their righteous path. I'm talking to those who are questioning that collective, the current narrative, and are finding themselves alone, in the minority, being chastised and crucified. You are not alone. I am still going through this. I'm being name called. I'm being chastised. I've lost some followers. I've lost subscribers. I've lost clients, and that's okay. I marvel in my fortitude, and I believe that there's redemption in that. I believe that when one is true to themselves, that if other people do not like that they're being true to themselves, that they're still going to be rewarded. And I believe that I am blessed and rewarded, and more will come through. So for those of you that are being met with scorn and backlash, you can rest assured that you are not alone. You might have pre-birth planned to come to this state of awareness now. You might have been in this state of awareness for a very long time, but now it's just more difficult. Some of you might be in this aha now, yeah, I got this, I'm clear, and I know what's going on. I'm not accepting the current narrative, and I'm seeing a different truth, and that you're not shaken, it's smooth sailing for you, and that's fantastic. Blessings to you. You assist us in your anchoring the light. What I would have to say regarding this Christmas Eve. When I think of Christmas Eve, I think of threshold. I think of precipice. And I believe that we are on a precipice. And whether Christmas Eve for you is December 24th, or you found yourself at the precipice before this date, or you find yourself at the precipice after, whatever the case, it is monumental. You as a microcosm of the collective, you as a God spark, are awakening, raising your vibration, and there's a ripple effect, and you affect each and every one of us. Every soul, every consciousness, everything that exists is creator, and you are assisting in the healing and the raising of the vibration of the oneness. And I thank you. When one micro and one micro come together, it's exponential. So when souls individually start waking up, seeing their truth, pulling out of a narrative that might not work for them, and seeing an ultimate higher vibrational truth, it spreads like wildfire. And then it becomes the collective on fire. And this is the way we shift an earth from a third dimensional consciousness to a fifth dimensional consciousness. Miracles are happening. Much is happening behind the scenes. I keep saying this in videos, and I will say it again. There is much going on behind the scenes. It's a battle of dark and light. There's a lot of code that's being thrown around in the media, and there are digital soldiers that are decoding the code, decoding the code. There were rubrics out there, and people are into gematria. You'd have to look that up. Gematria. There are many soldiers of light who are assisting in rattling up those that still haven't woken up, that haven't questioned the narrative or are having difficulty. And this is just an amazing time. If you are alone on Christmas Eve, it's okay. There's a reason for everything. Take that time to be the best version of yourself and love on yourself. There are no victims in Earth School. You knew before coming into this incarnation what the landscape would be. Take the opportunity to love on yourself. Reach out to people. What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be watching the 1960s version of Yule Log. So WPIX, Channel 11 in New York would have a Yule log burning, and they took a film of it for hours, and they had it up on the TV for hours, and in the background were Christmas carols. And I find it campy, hysterical, and the music great. I tend to be one of those dinosaur old school folks, a hippie, so I wax to my days of when I was a kid, when Yule log would be on the TV and Joanie the Jew's family didn't watch it. And I wondered what the heck was going on Channel 11. So now here I am, loving the Christmas carols on Yule log. Enjoy Yule log. Go out and get yourself a supermarket bûche de Noël if you like that. And if you're not into Christmas, if you're into something else, be with your friends or family, be with yourself, play solitaire, go online, read a book, cook, bake, draw, make art, play music, write poetry, journal, talk on the phone, type, blog, whatever it is that gives you peace. Take a nap, exercise, meditate, yoga. I could go on and on. Go for a swim. There is so much that you can do at this time. I send you blessings and healing and wishes and kindness and miracles. I wish you everything that your heart desires that is for your highest good. And I hope that you reach out to others and you touch them with your love as you are love. You take care. Bye.